Hey guys, I see that we're live right now. I just got in from the airport, got another box of plants right here. Figured I'd do a quick live unboxing. I like to pull the stuff out and show it to you guys as I get it. Fish room is a little bit, so just bear with me a second. I'm gonna pop on a couple lights. I haven't actually turned on. That's not a good one. Let me hold on. Give me 1 sec. I haven't opened up the fish room this morning yet, so let's see, is that better? Yeah, that's not too bad. See who I got in here. Hey Chris, hey Sandy, hey Dave, Don, what's happening? Got a whole 5 people here. I really don't do this for the views. Actually, you guys know, if you know me, I'm not a big YouTuber, but I do this more just because it's an easy way to share what I got and share it across different platforms. Hey Rob. Anyways, I have an appointment actually at 1:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this done just so I don't infringe on my other things I got to do. But if you guys don't know, and the ones that are here, you guys know I'm full-time KJE now, for the time being, and it's going okay. Obviously, it can go better. Every dollar helps, but again, I'm not begging for money. Wife started a new job actually on Monday, local company in Latham, and the way the job market is today, I'm not worried about getting another job on top of KJE if that's the route I wanted to go. I say I'm a dummy, but I'm still employable. All right. First up is Cryptocurrene Undulates Brown. All right, this is not my favorite crypt, but it's high on the list. And the crypt brown is actually more of a bronze. That light actually sucks. So let me see. Maybe I'll invest in some better lights for doing YouTube. Right now I'm just on a laptop. But when I get to 1,000 subs, I'm gonna try to figure out how to use my GoPro. So, anyways, that's a little better. The light's coming from the tank rack down below. Anyways, back to Crypt Undulates Brown. This will get like a bronze, brownish, reddish color to it. It's really nice looking crypt. It's a Undulate, so it's similar to green and red, and actually pink flamingo, which we have in stock. I don't think I ordered any in here, but I already have the pink flamingo in stock, which a lot of people don't. And the ones that do, I guarantee you, they're priced a hell of a lot higher than what I sell them for. But I'm just reading the comments real quick. I'm here for the plants. Yeah, you're here for the plants. Buy some fish food too. Rob telling everybody hi. Rob's my official greeter and does a great job modding. Sandy mods the channel too. She does an excellent job. Just trying to see who else got Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics. Don't know if I met you before, but hello. The brown went to David. Give me a chance. I just got them in. The stuff on the website is not updated yet. So once I get these in, give me time, and then I'll go, and then I have to update the website. So, anyways, Crypt Undulates Brown. Next up is I got these in last week, and I already sold them all, so I got a few more in. I don't stock a lot, but this is red mangrove. Yes, this is what grows along the coast in Florida. Grows in salt water, but I guarantee you, you do not need salt to grow Mangrove. You could just plug these in the back of your HOB or some other container or whatever. I showed you guys last week a little bit of what I do. I repurpose specimen containers that I crack. They work really good as a planter for immersed grown plants. So, Peplin, good morning. Liquid Zoo, what's happening? Much appreciated on the order you sent me. We haven't spoken before, but I know I follow you through Michael's. Yeah, Misfit. Mike's a buddy of mine. If he says nice things about me, he's lying. Phil, I want to mention I just put in an order with Keith's Plants, and oh yeah, you guys check out Phil down in Carolina if you're down that way. He'll have he's going to a show. Philip, feel free to post the where and when that show is. All right. Anyways, red mangrove. Throw these in. Next up is. Oh, I got these in last week, and I didn't put them on the website because Phil Hamby messaged me and he bought them all. If he wants these this week, that's fine. If not, I'm going to get them posted on the website. But these are listed at the nursery as Brazilian swords. You grow these immersed, so that's above the water. But after looking up the scientific name of these from the nursery, another common name, and this is a common houseplant, is a peace lily. So the nursery is calling them Brazilian swords, and I listed them on my website. I think, I don't know, I'll check it. But if they're not on the website, they will be once I update the other inventory. But these are pretty nice. Don't need a whole lot of light after I did research on them, and I have some growing that I bought myself to try out before I figured I'd bring them in from my customers. They do need light, so you can't grow them in the dark, obviously, but they don't need a lot of light. So this is an easy plant to grow, again, inside your hang on the back filter or some other kind of container that you have clipped towards the top of your tank. So you can grow these similar to Lucky Bamboo, the red mangrove. You could get one of these, some bamboo, red mangrove, make a nice display at the top of your tank. I love growing plants immersed. I have pothos. I have the Brazilian swords, Arrowhead. I didn't buy any more. I have a lot in stock. Arrowheads. If you look on my website, that's a really nice plant that grows immersed. Easy too, super easy in it. They have a huge benefit to the tank because they pull out a lot of nitrates out of the water. But then they just make the tank look like a nice display ornament. All right. Next up is, which ones are these? Jungle Vals. These are young Jungle Vals too. They're not. They got some nice size to them, but the blade width isn't as wide as what it can get. So these are younger plants. Jungle Vallisneria. These plants have the potential to get 6+ feet in length. So if you heard me talk about these before, I wouldn't suggest these for a 5-gallon. 20-gallon tall or bigger. I wouldn't even really suggest them for a 20-gallon long, but 20-gallon tall or bigger. 20-gallon, 55, 75. You can grow them in a smaller tank. It's just they're going to fill the tank up pretty fast because they're fairly fast growing. So Jungle Vallisneria, very popular. It's one of my bread and butter plants. All right. Next up is, we already have these in stock, but they're not always available. So they had them 2 weeks in a row. So I'm just loading up because this is Cryptocurrene Retro Spiralis. Look this up, Google it, Cryptocurrene Retro Spiralis. Just look it up online because what I'm showing you here doesn't know justice, but super cool crypt. Similar to the Balance, it doesn't get as big. The leaf width is a little bit narrower. but they look fantastic and not as common as you think. It's not that they're rare, it's just I have a hard time getting them. So I have plenty of stock right now, um, but for how long, who knows? Cryptocurrene Retro Spiralis. Next up is Italian Vallisneria. So this looks similar to the Jungle Val, but will not get as tall, as long as Jungle Val. I'm pretty sure. I know Rico did a live stream last night with Bob, and Bob was saying, talking about Lake Tanganyika plants, what are endemic to Lake Tanganyika. If I'm saying that right, David, you could help correct me. But a lot of the Rift Lakes or the Rift Lakes don't have a lot of plants, but this is one that is. If you want to do a biotope with tangs, this is one that is actually in that lake. This is Vallisneria spiralis, and it's funny they call it spiralis, and it's straight as can be. But the common name that we sell them by is Italian Vallisneria. I didn't make up that common name, so don't ask me why they call them Italian Vals. Maybe it was an Italian person that discovered it. I don't know. Maybe they like cannolis. I don't know. Anyways, next up is this is another bread and butter plant. I sell the heck out of it. Brazilian Pennywort. I grow this floating. I've seen some people weight it down or pot it, but I grow it floating. I just undo the rubber band that it comes with here from the nursery when you get it, and spread it out, and I just float it. Brazilian Pennywort, super cool looking. If you haven't heard me tell you before, this plant right here, they actually you could juice it and eat it. So in these crazy times, you can grow your food in your aquarium. Next up is Amazon swords. Super common, but popular plant. Amazon swords. I don't have a lot of them. Just seeing how many I bought here. I got 9 of them. So Amazon swords. Next up, Crypt Valencia Red. So this is another Valencia version similar to the brown that I showed you earlier, but this is the red variant. These are kind of small, so I'll probably, since they're smaller in size, I'll probably do 2 as one order. So you're going to get 2 individual plants. I might pot these. If I do pot them, they'll be sold as potted, but there's going to be more than one plant in the pot. So, and I've showed you before, and I listed them on the website in case you guys want to propagate your own plants and sell your own plants at auction or online, whatever you want to do. But you can pot your own plants, and I have these on the website. I'm not the cheapest with these because I got to buy them and resell them and actually make a little bit of profit on it. The only way to get them cheaper, really, if you only want like a couple, you can buy them from me. If you're looking to buy case quantity, you can do your own research and find case quantity much cheaper than what I sell them for. But I buy them and resell them, but I don't resell them because I have to. I just have so many of them that I put some on the website for the hobbyists that might want to pot their own few plants. Again, if you want to open up a greenhouse and a nursery, you're going to find a much better source that's cheaper on the pots and on the 2-inch rock wool inserts. They're on the website also. But anyways, red Valencia. Cryptocrene Valencia. Love this crypt. Again, I showed you the Retro Spiralis. I'll pull one out. But this is Crypt Valencia. You get a nice texture to the leaf. And I'll pull out the Retro Spiralis. So when I say they look similar, Retro Spiralis, that's this one. It's a little bit smaller, but it's similar. Similar leaf, a little bit more narrower versus the Crypt Valencia. The Valencia will get taller than the Retro Spiralis, but if you want to get some nice contrast in your tank, because the growing conditions are the same, they're low to medium light. That goes for all Cryptocurrene. Even pink flamingo. If you want your pink flamingo to actually get pink reddish color, they're going to need higher light, but they'll do perfectly fine in low to medium light. But anyways, back to say escaping your tank. If you want to get some nice contrast, you can plant a couple of these, or maybe every other one. Do retro, do a Valencia. I would suggest you plant these, depending on the tank size. A smaller tank, I would plant them towards the back. 55 gallon or like a 40 breeder, I would plant them maybe mid ground or towards the back or along the sides. Just a suggestion. But so you got Retro Spiralis and Valencia. And if I say these names wrong, forgive me. I just try to say it. My hooked on phonics isn't so good. All right, next up, dwarf water onions. Check these out on my website and check out a picture that is my picture of the flower that these produce. You'll be amazed at what this simple grass type plant can produce, a beautiful big flower that will above the water surface. You could, if you buy these plants, I also suggest you don't buy just one. They don't look good just as one. I would buy multiple plants, 4, 5, 6, and plant them about an inch apart in your aquarium. So dwarf water onions, very easy plant, produces a nice flower. Najas. This wasn't on the list, but the nursery I work with, a lot of times when they don't have stuff available, I put it down anyways. And I've been dealing with this nursery for a while now, and they hook me up if stuff is not available, but they have it, or if it comes in between when I email the order and when they have stock available. They'll hook me up. So I always add stuff to the list that I want, even though if it's not on the availability list. Anyways, this is Egeria najas. This is a type of Anacharis. In the state of New York, this one is legal. The other species of Anacharis, which is Alodia densa, in the state of New York and in many other states, is actually illegal. So I don't mess with Alodia densa, but I do Egeria najas. Super easy plant. Float it. It won't root and stay rooted in your substrate. Float it. Great at pulling nitrates out. This also does well outdoors. In your ponds as an oxygenator. It provides a great area for fry cover. And egg layers, we'll use it. Egg layers such as pseudomugals and some other rainbow fish, they'll use it as a media to lay their eggs in. So it's really good for breeding tanks. For show tanks, I mean, if you want like a nice, pristine, pretty show tank, I wouldn't use Egeria najas in that. To me, it's for a working tank, for a breeding tank, or for your ponds or your tubs, because it's a great oxygenator for that. Here we go. Yeah, Rob. Thank you for that info. How many people I got here? 12. We got a big house today. Hey, Jennifer Weaver. I just scroll in a sec. I probably missed a bunch of comments. Anyways, back because I actually got to get to an appointment. So I don't want to BS too much. Anubias. These will be listed as medium Anubias. They're actually a little bit bigger than what I got last week as mediums. This would actually be a large, but I'll sell it as I ordered it because that's how I pay for it. But these are just Anubias assorted. This one's actually, I think this is Congensis. This might be Congensis. And this one I think might be Fraser Eye. But I have them listed on the website because that's how I order them as assorted. So that's how they'll be listed is Anubias medium assorted. All right, next up is a big bag of Hornwort. Similar to for use in your tank as Egeria najas, which is Hornwort. I don't use Hornwort to make the tank look pretty. Hornwort for me is a great plant for breeding tanks, and also again like Egeria najas is an oxygenator, so it's great for your ponds and tubs. I buy these with a weight on them just because it keeps them together and it weights it down. It's just ease of retail is why I buy them with a weight on it. When you get these, just take this weight off, or you can leave it on there. Doesn't matter. But do know that Hornwort will not root either. So if you plant it in the substrate, the section of the plant that you plant in the substrate is going to rot, and then it's going to float up. So I tell people just float this plant because that's what it wants to do naturally, is float. So, or you could just leave the weight on, like I said, but don't plant it in the substrate because that part's going to rot and it's going to float. So, anyways, Hornwort. It's also a great plant. Besides being an oxygenator, it's also really, really good for fry cover. So if you're breeding fish, this is excellent for fry cover. Since it's warmed up a little bit, because the nursery doesn't ship with heat packs, and plants don't need heat packs. That's some BS that I'm trying to break the rubber band. Anyways, plants do not need heat packs. Plants can ship cold, no problem. They just can't freeze. And heat packs actually stop working below freezing. So that's a misconception. I get it all the time, and I argue with people all the time. Plants do not need heat packs, but live animals do. So in the wintertime, I usually do not ship, or I do not order any snails. These are olive nerites, but it's warm enough now that, because the nursery doesn't use heat packs, but it's warm enough now that I could order these, and I have them in stock. It's a nerite snail. If you don't know what a nerite snail is, just Google it. But they're great as tank maintenance. They're great for cleaning up certain types of algae. They won't eat all types of algae, but on a brand new tank, they'll help keep the diatoms in check really, really well. So, it's also known as coontail. You're right, coontail. Yep. Rob's putting out some good info there. So next up, the common name of this plant is moneywort. The scientific name is Bacopa minera. Don't ask me how to spell it because I don't know. But it's another easy stem plant. This one will root. So you can plant this in the substrate. So this will root. It's Bacopa minera, also known as moneywort. Been in the hobby for a long time. Real common, but easy. If you guys notice, I don't stock a lot of high-tech hard plants to keep. I stock plants that are nice, obviously, that are fairly easy. Because if I sell you plants that are difficult to grow and they die on you, it's not going to be fun for you, and then you're not going to return to me to buy more plants because the plants I sold you died on you. I want to sell you stuff that looks good, that's reasonably priced, and I think we do that. And that's fairly easy because if you have success doing something, using something, um, planting something, if you'll enjoy it more. If you're constantly buying plants and they're dying, you're going to give up on them and go back to plastic. Plastic plants suck. So, anyways, so for the most part, the plants that we stock here at KJE are relatively easy. Not simple. You've got to work at it a little bit, but they're not difficult. If there's plants that you guys want that you see that I don't stock, I can order them. For the most part, I can get almost any plant that you desire. Um, so message me. I order from the nursery constantly, so I can get those high tech stem plants. Um, if you're injecting CO2 and that's something that you like to do, which is great. Um, but most of my customer base doesn't do that. So I stock what actually sells. If I stocked a bunch of plants that didn't sell, then it's stupid to be in business. But anyways, Bacopa Monera, also known as money wart. Getting into some potted plants here, but let me get the rest of the bags out first. Some really nice stuff. Again, more pots. I sell pot. All right, this is one that I don't have on the website, but I've sold it before in the past. Some of you may have bought it off me before. So I will, just give me time because I will have to take a picture and upload a picture of it and write a brief description and get the price on. So it's a little bit more than just changing the inventory. Anyways, this plant right here is Hydrophilia Compact. Pretty easy plant. It's a high grow. So most high grows are relatively simple. As with this one will stay shorter. It's similar to Hydrophilia coriambosa, but this one will stay shorter. So Hydrophilia Compact. That's how they're sold. One little bunch right here, weighted bunch. That's what you'll get when I list it on the website. So again, just give me time to get it updated. All right. Next up is, this is a crypt. I really like this crypt. I like all crypts, but this is Cryptocrene Ponterdifolia. Crypt Ponterdifolia. To me, it looks more like a sword plant, but it's actual crypt species. So low to medium light is all you need. Crypt Ponterdifolia. I might have these listed as potted, or they might be listed as bare rooted. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. But anyways, Crypt Ponterdifolia. Next up is Cryptocurrene Loosens. I'll definitely have these listed as potted. And you're going to get more than one plant in a pot. Usually 2 to 3 of these plants will be in one pot. So that's what you're going to get. Cryptocurrene Loosens. This plant is great for all tanks, depending on the tank size. Crypt Loosens in a small tank is good for the front to mid ground. Larger tanks, this is an excellent foreground plant. It's a little bit bigger than Crypt Parva, but it's similar leaf shape as Crypt Parva, but it'll grow a little bit taller than Parva. I like this actually better than Parva. Anyways, Cryptocrene Loosens. That's all the stuff in the bag. Now I got some potted plants, and I'm gonna see what I got in here. Oh, these are for my personal use for now. These are actually potted plants, potted pond plants. But David, you still here? David does a lot of pond stuff. But I'm just gonna show you. This is Creeping Jenny, right? So this is a pond marginal, but you could also grow this as a house plant. So I'll get some more. If you go on my website, go under the plants, and then there's a subtitle for pond plants and supplies. I started listing some pond plants, so that's the stuff even though it says out of stock, that's some stuff that I'm gonna bring in and actually have stock of, and I'm gonna stock some other ones. I just got to get more stuff on the listed on the website, so that does take time. But anyways, these are for my personal use, so I'm not gonna put these on the website, but I will show you what I got. That's Creepin' Jenny. And if you like these, I can get them. I'm just going to start them indoors for right now. This is a giant sensitive fern. If you don't know about this plant, it's really, really cool. Get these in the sun. The leaf on this, it's going to open up, and it's going to be a nice, pretty fern-looking type leaf. That's why they call it a fern. But anyways, but if you touch the leaf, they're closed right now because it's kind of stressed and it's been in the box shipping. But once they open up and then they're in the sun, if you just touch the leaf, they're pretty cool. The leaf will close up, kind of like a Venus flytrap, but these aren't carnivorous plants. But pretty cool. You can grow these. You can grow these as a house plant too. They just need sufficient light. So giant sensitive fern. So let me see what else I got. I'm pretty excited to get those. Man, I grew these last year in my tub. So I put these in a basket and they went nuts. So they don't grow tall, but this is the blue forget-me-not. Again, you can grow this as a house plant or in your flower garden. But these went nuts in a basket, a hanging basket that I had inside one of my tubs. And produced some beautiful, nice little blue flowers. I really liked them. Last year was the first time that I tried them in my tubs as a marginal, and I got some again to do it. So that's what I got there. So that's some pond stuff from me. Except again, right now it's too cold for me to put those outdoors. Right now, I got a bunch of the tubs set up, just collecting rainwater, getting ready. Let nature fill them for me. As soon as it's warm enough, usually with the temperatures, have to maintain depending on what plants you put out there. The fish obviously got to be warmer, but depending on what plants you put out there, the temperature, the overnight temperature has to be above for most all plants above probably 45, 50. Below that, then it's going to burn them. So, all right. Anyways, like I said, they might survive in colder weather, but they're not going to thrive. So I wait to put them out till the overnight temperature is warmer. Next up is, wow, these are badass right here. I already have these in stock, but this is just a restock of just to replenish my inventory. But Crinum Kalama Stratum, look at that plant. They're not always this big, so when you order them online, you get what you get. They're all going to be nice plants, but again, they're not always going to be this big. This one's really nice. I might just keep this one myself. Anyways, Crinum Kalama Stratum. This is, you probably heard me say it before if you watched any of my live streams or even the retakes. This is my favorite plant, Crinum Kalama Stratum. Love this plant. This is another Crinum. I don't know how many I ordered. You can see the sizes vary. You get that one that's nice and big, but still, this one's smaller, but it's still a very nice plant. So, Crinum Kalama Stratum. Here, this is Nana Golden Petite. Look this up on my website. You'll see a better picture than me just holding it because my webcam sucks. But Nana Golden Petite, this one's on the rare side. It's a different color than regular Anubias Nana. You'll get a lot lighter green. I really like the Nana Golden. It's beautiful. And if you want to get fancy with your scape, plant a couple of these and plant a couple of regular ones. You get a nice color contrast. So, Next up here, I'm not going to pull these all out because a lot of them are similar, but pearlweed. You've heard me say this before. Pearlweed, very versatile plant. You can float it, grow it foreground, keep it trimmed, grow it mid-ground, just let it do its thing and just get thick and bushy. Pearlweed. Trying to see what else I got. More pearlweed. Pearlweed, they got a bunch of those. Oh, this is Cryptocurrene Undulates. So it looks similar to Crypt Valencia, but under highlight you're gonna get more reddish in this. It's not real common. It's not that it's rare, but Crypt Undulates is not a super common crypt. So when I can get it, I get it. So these are nice. They're nice rooted pots. So you're gonna get a nice plant. Crypt Undulates. I'm trying to see what else I got in here. All right, I got a bunch of these last week, and I sold out pretty quick. But this is Anubias Nana Petite. I used to buy these bare rooted, but the nursery's only selling them potted now. Makes no difference. You could leave them in the pot, take them out of the pot. I sell them for pretty much the same price, potted or not. It's just the only way I can get them from the nursery is potted. But this is a real small Anubias. It won't grow tall. The leaves stay small. It's going to grow out. It's not going to stay this small, but it's going to grow more horizontal than it does vertically. So Anubias Nana Petite, very nice plant, super popular. A lot of the aquascapers use this for making like bonsai trees and whatnot. Obviously, you're going to need a bunch of them if you want to make a bonsai tree, but Anubias Nana Petite is very, very popular. But with that, I believe that's all the variety I got in. So if there's something you was looking for and I didn't get it, I apologize. Message me, and if it's something I typically stock, I will get it if it's available. If it's something that's a non-stock item, we could definitely discuss on me getting it. I could check the availability of it. A lot of the plants, especially stem plants, there's a minimum order of 12 bunches. So if it's something I don't stock or don't plan on stocking, I would have you buy the minimum quantity. But I guarantee you're going to get, if I work it in with a stock order, you're going to get a killer deal. Because if I buy 12 bunches of a stem plant for you, special order, it doesn't affect my cost of anything else. It doesn't affect the shipping rate unless you want to order like a booty load of it, and then it's going to take more boxes. But to throw another 12, another bag of 12, 24, 36 bunches of stem plants in this box, along with what I typically order, it doesn't affect the shipping rate. These boxes here, this small box, Southwest Airline overnight, typically costs anywhere from $50 to $65, depending on the weight. So that $15 difference, plus or minus, it doesn't matter. So, anyways, that's all I got. If you guys have any questions, I can hang around here for a couple minutes. Can't stay too long. Again, I want to get these thrown in the tanks, and then I got something to do in about an hour. So, any questions, Dawn and Scott, red root floaters. I will definitely get red root floaters in. I have them listed on the website. I don't have stock right now, but red root floaters will be stocked. I just bring those in and I grow them outdoors. I don't grow them indoors, so I won't put them in any of my tanks. If I put them in my tanks in the fish room, you might end up with some duckweed mixed in it. You in particular, I know, don't care since I gave you a bunch of duckweed, but other customers, they might bitch about a little bit of duckweed. But I'll have a tub set up outdoors when the weather permits, when the temperature permits. I set a tub up outdoors, and I will have redroot floaters growing in there, among other redroot floaters. Other type of floating plants. I'll get Salvinia minima. I'll get in Azolla. Um, Obviously, for outdoors, I'll have water hyacinths. I will get some. Turn this off. Water hyacinths. I will get some water lettuce, big water lettuce, not the little dwarf water lettuce that you grow indoors. I would like to get frog bit, but my nursery actually doesn't grow frog bit. Um, but if you guys are looking for frog bit, um, there's probably a few of you here in the chat that can share some. If not, you can find it easily amongst other hobbyists. But frog bit's a pretty cool looking floating plant too. Easy to maintain. Um, Anyways, herpes is tank duckweed is tank herpes. Yes, I really doesn't bother me too much, Rob. But some people freak about it. Same way with snails. Snails don't bother me. Um, some people see a snail and they think the sky's falling in, but snails are actually part of live plants. So, will I tell you my plants are snail free? Not at all. I ain't gonna bullshit you. A lot of people that sell plants, not a lot, but there are people online that sell plants that swear their plants are snail free. If you sell plants on a regular basis and you buy stock from a nursery, your plants aren't going to be snail free. The only way you can guarantee snail free plants is if you buy tissue cultured. That's the ones in the little sealed cups or the little sealed bags. Those are grown in a lab type environment, and they weren't never exposed to anything, so there's not going to be snails in there. But any other way, if you buy plants from other retailers online and they tell you their plants are snail free, um, they're full of shit. So exactly, misfit. Yeah, and I don't tell people. I have people ask me, and they'd be like, "Are your plants snail free?" No. So again, you can dip your plants as Chris mentioned right here. There's different types of dips. If you message me on Facebook, I have a good link bookmarked that I share with people that has different ways to that you could dip your plants. Different methods. Alum's one. Potassium permegate's another one. Bleach is a way. I don't really prefer the bleach method, but that there is a way you could dip your plants with bleach. I sell a product, but I don't market it for that. But since I'm here, and obviously I'm in business, I do sell a product by Azu called Nanotech Snail Treatment. This this will kill other invertebrates too. So don't, if you got shrimp in your tank, don't use this. But if you just have fish, this will not harm fish, but it will help you knock out your snail issue. Or you could add assassin snails. Hey Dave, um, I do sell assassin snails too. You put a few assassin snails in the tank, and they're gonna go to work. Will they eradicate all the snails, all the pest snails? Depends on how many assassin snails you have and the size of the tank, but they probably won't get rid of all of them. But this product here by Azu, if interested, it is on the website. This is Nanotech Snail Treatment by Azu. This particular bottle is 250 milliliters. I'm just telling you, you add 20 milliliters per 100 liters of water. So I don't know. I got to get my calculator out. I don't know how many gallons 100 liters is. So, anyways, you add 20 milliliters per 100 liters, and that's what you do. And then it just says repeat 24 hours as necessary. There's also instructions on here to use this as a snail, as a plant dip. So you can get a 5-gallon bucket, mix a solution of this up, take your new plants before you put them in your tank, dip them in there, and it'll help. It'll help. Is it guaranteed to eradicate all of them? I doubt it. but it definitely will help. So, yep. All right. All right. Thanks, Chris. I'm just a dummy. So, okay. Cool. Yeah. 100 liters is 25 gallons. So, you do 20 milliliters of this. That's easy enough to measure out. 20 milliliters of this to 25 gallons. So, oh, let me show you something real quick. While I got you, you guys want to figure out how to measure and use something that your wife don't know let you use in the kitchen. See these things here? These little pipettes? This is I used to sell these, but really don't anymore because you can go on Amazon. You can buy 100 pretty cheap. You can go to most. Don't go to Amazon though. You go to most health food stores. They sell these, but these little pipettes are really cool. And if you wanted to measure something like this, like I said, this is a 3 millimeter or a 3 milliliter pipette, so you can measure out real quick. Just pinch it, suck it up to the line. They work really good. But I love these. Easy to get locally. You guys in the Cap region, you can go to Honest Weight Food Co-op. I know they sell those there. Again, Amazon, but I hate that place. Again, I used to sell them, but it's not worth my time. So, but they are super valuable in a fish room. If you guys maintain a fish room, cool tool, and they're cheap. So, yeah, I don't have the 10 milliliter ones. The only ones I have, Chris, are these ones that I bought. I probably bought 1,000 of them. I don't know, 5-6 years ago. And like I said, I used to sell them, but I really don't waste my time selling them no more. But the ones I bought were 3 milliliter, but they work really cool. So $2 for 5. Okay, I think I used to sell them for 25 cents a piece when I did sell them. That's about what I used to sell them for. So, then again, once they get nasty, you could chuck them. If you're like me too, you always misplace stuff. So when I buy something, I buy several of them, like scissors. Holy shit, I probably got 25 pair of scissors because I forget where I put the shit. So yeah, I'm not very 5S lean manufacturing oriented, even though I took those courses, if you know what I'm talking about. Me personally, I don't adhere to the 5S system, but 20 pack 3 millimeter or 3 milliliter. Yeah, hate Walmart too, but that's another source. Easy to find. Just Google them. Super easy to find. Anyways, as I said, I got stuff to do. It's 12:08. I've been on there for 48 minutes, so I actually got to go, guys. So I appreciate you guys watching. I will get this updated. I'll get my inventory updated on the website as soon as time allows. Give me till early evening before you start shopping. There's inventory on there now, but the stuff I just got in, it's the quantities aren't going to be updated. So just give me a little bit of time. I got some other stuff to do after this. So as soon as I get it updated, I will post on Facebook that the inventory is updated on the website. So, or you could shoot me an email and ask me if you don't use Facebook at kjeaquatics.com, or you could message me through the website at kjeaquatics.com, or my email. You can email me through the website at kjeaquatics.com, or you could email me on my Gmail account at kjeaquatics@gmail.com. All right. I'm not too good at this live stuff, so I get tongue-tied. But I want to check for more. I will be getting more of those Venezuelans and not the black ones, the orange ones like you got before. But if you're breeding them, Sandy, let me know, and um, I'll direct people your way. Actually, Sandy, I know you guys breed and sell a lot of fish. I don't know all the species that you guys keep, but if you want to shoot me a list of maybe what you got, I'll help you out and direct people your way with when they're looking for certain things. Because I talk to people all over the country, and I know you guys ship, so that's easy. I try to direct people your way. Um, but anyways, with that, gotta go. Got some stuff I gotta do. I appreciate your time and you guys watching, and for you guys that buy stuff from me, I really do appreciate it. Your support is it's allowing me to stay in business. So yeah, much love. Thanks, guys.